Hey guys, and welcome back to ICU. I'm Melanie Sandy, and this week I just wanted to jump into a brand new topic. This week I wanted to talk to you guys about basically the new normal. Because of, the pandemic ending and I guess our world opening back up, there's so many questions that I know I have, and I guarantee you guys have as well. So I'm kind of just bringing this topic up just to get some thoughts, get some feedback, and maybe get some of my answers, my questions answered, and maybe try to get some of your questions answered. But before I jump into, my points and my thoughts of this entire pandemic and this topic of the new normal, I had a little writing that I wanted to address with you guys. So, we came to a time in life when what we knew was no longer. A new normal was created. A time when socializing, social events, and gatherings were no longer. When the world was placed on standstill. When people could not see their family members. When jobs came to an end. When something that we would not have ever expected changed our world. Changed our world right before our eyes. Something that we called the COVID-19 pandemic. So how did it affect you guys? Because I know it affected me. It affected me in positive ways, and it affected me in negative ways. It brought realization to a lot of things that I experienced in life, and it made me view life extremely differently. I hope that the COVID-19 pandemic was able to change your mindset for the good. And if it hasn't, then I hope that you and your family got through it. But how did it affect you, and how are you doing moving forward? Because we are at the day where we are about to see a new normal. So my question to you guys is what is the new normal, and how do we get used to it? Because granted, we have waited this whole year for some normalcy, for us to get back to life, for the world to open back up. But now that the world's opening back up is when now I have doubts. Now I'm wondering, do I take off my mask when I see people walking around without their mask? I'm first skeptical, and now I'm fearful, and I don't know what to do. So how do we get back to our new normal? So one point that I wanted to touch base with is wearing a mask and not wearing a mask. What is the rules right now? I see people wearing masks. I don't see people wearing masks. So that is my question, because this is something that, are we not allowed to, we don't have to wear masks if we are vaccinated? And that brings a whole nother, question to play. Do we want to get vaccinated? I'm not sure, what everybody's doing. I have yet to get vaccinated. I'm a little fearful because I'll be the one to, get extremely sick and have all of the side effects. But I have heard that a lot of people have gotten vaccinated and it hasn't been a problem. So what are you guys' thoughts on the vaccine, and what are you guys' thoughts on this, our new normal and getting back to what we are used to? Another thought that I wanted to bring up is going back out in public. Throughout the year of this pandemic, I have truly, been deprived of entertainment. And it got to the point where I just was like, oh my God, I just want to go out and just enjoy life. But now that, things are opening back up, I guess my question is it safe? Are they opening up because, of financial reasonings? Or are we at the point where they're ready for us to open up and we're all going to be safe in doing so? These are so many questions that I know I'm not the only one. I also think about next year, and how's it going to be for school? This entire year, my daughter did not attend school physically. She attended virtual learning, and that was extremely difficult for a kindergartner. I felt extremely bad in trying to, redirect her throughout her days and trying to make sure that she's learning and understanding and grasping information versus her just, staring out and getting lost. Like, it was a lot to put on a 5-year-old to expect them to be able to respond and gain the knowledge that they're supposed to gain when they have a teacher physically in front of them. What are you guys' thoughts? And, are you guys fearful in sending your children back to school? Because I am. She's 5 years old and I don't know what to expect in, her following directions or, just, being safe and making sure that she's as safe as possible. Children's immune systems are low. And even though they said that the vaccine is not not the vaccine, but the virus is not affecting the children as bad as it has the adults, I still have fears. And I guess my overall question to you guys is it just me, or is like now that the world's opening back up, having that anxiety? I think because I've been in the house for so long that now I'm at a point where I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm thinking too much, I guess I can say. I'm fearful of being sick. I'm thinking, like, are they gonna, stop us from traveling if we don't have the vaccine? Like, there's so many thoughts in my mind right now, and I'm just waiting for the world to provide me with the answers to all my questions, because we've been in this place for such a long time that now I have so many questions, and I kind of want to get them answered before we move forward. So what are you guys' thoughts, and how do you guys feel about, the world opening back up and life, going back to what it used to be, or at least trying to? Because in some way or form, I don't think that anyone can actually go back to how it used to be, because we have been pulled from normalcy for so long that it feels a little odd when you don't wear a mask, or I'm wondering, is the other person sick next to me? Like, these are just thoughts in my head. So I just wanted to reach out to you guys because I know, there's so much changes going on right now, and the world is about to open back up. Activities are resuming, and what are you guys' thoughts on it, and how are you guys getting through it? I am trying to open up doors that I am not used to opening. When starting this venture of ICU, I knew that I wanted to be able to touch specific topics and hope that I can help people with, have it be insecurities, have it be things that they feel that they're going through that other people aren't going through. Just a realization and a truth. And, finding a place and creating a place that is comfortable for everyone, where they can be vulnerable and they can basically let their hair down. But in doing so, I also wanted to make sure that I was as professional as possible. However, I know that I need to, again, open a door that I'm not used to. And this is my first time in trying to do so. I'm trying to basically just show you guys the real me and let you guys into who I am. I know my friends and my family know my personality, and they know exactly how crazy I am, but I am somewhat filtered, and I do tend to, want to be a perfectionist. So I try not to, have too many errors and things of that nature. But today I just want to talk about, this new normal of just the pandemic and COVID-19 and how it affected everyone, and how we are at a place finally where we're about to see normalcy again, where the world is opening back up. I just hope that, in doing this, that we aren't putting ourselves back at risk, but that, we're at a place where we are comfortable and we are healthy enough to basically open the world back up, have social events, and, just be able to live life normal. The crazy part is, it's like, what is our new normal? Like, what is it going to look like? Because I think we've been in the, cooped up and confined for such a long time that now it's kind of like, how do I act when I do go out? Am I supposed to wear a mask? Am I not supposed to wear a mask? These are thoughts that we all have. And well, I know I have, and I know many of you may have as well. But I'm just coming on here because these are my thoughts today. This is how I feel. I want to try and not be so structured and just be a little bit more natural, so you guys can just basically, get to know who I am. The topics that I, had provided before and had the previous episodes, those were topics that I literally, talked about and thought about and wrote about, during the pandemic, in my journal. So I wanted to make sure that I addressed every last one of them. And I do have more that I want to address. However, I want you guys to just be able to realize that I want to try and have lives. I want to try and bring people, onto ICU so we can have some collaboration and get some different views and mindsets, because I am not, perfection. I am not the only one. This is my thoughts and how I am feeling, and I hope that it relates and it makes people feel like they're not alone. But I also know that people think different than I think, and because of that, I want to make sure that I help and assist any and every person that has issues or has thoughts. So I want to try and bring some people onto the show and see if they can provide feedback to you guys as well. So with that being said, this is a time where I want you guys to comment, send me some DMs, let me know your thoughts. And if you are interested in, collaborating, then please come and, reach out to me so we can figure some things out. I think it will be great. I think it will, be able to touch a larger population, a larger audience. And I'm all for it, because I am all about growing and being able to elevate. So I hope that this change of scenery, as well as the change of format, is cool with you guys. And I hope that you guys check me out, go follow the Instagram page, make sure you guys subscribe, and I hope to see you guys soon. But remember, I see you and I hope you see.